Well, hello gang, and welcome back to Arcanum. Before we set off to Ashbury, we are actually going to craft something. I picked up a small steam engine as well as 800 arrows for Raven. Every day the general store in this town is automatically restocked with 200 arrows, which is pretty damn nice. We're going to make the mechanized arachnid. Doesn't really tell us very much about it. It's controlled by an amazing clockwork mechanism, and it's equipped with large extendable claws to aid in subduing any opponents. So I'm not sure if this thing does damage, if it just holds the enemy in place. I'm assuming, based on the fact that it takes a small steam engine that cost me like 5,000 gold, that it's not just a one-time fire and forget item. Mechanized arachnid. It weighs 1,000 stones, of course it does. Man, I probably should have dropped some of this off. I don't need the shovel, I don't need the magical trap. Let's just go to Ashbury. Doesn't look like there's anywhere else I can go. And make our way to the Vendigroth Wastes. I was half tempted to go back and try the Pit of Fire, since we've now got Virgil with us, but I honestly just don't think it'll make that much of a difference. Until I get a better weapon that's not fire-based. Oh, that's right, you're just the spectacle guy. I saw his sign and instantly just thought general store. Like, hey, might as well pick up an additional 200 arrows while we're here. This store, Ashbury Sundries, I think. It's a very fancy town, maybe one of the fanciest towns in the entire game. What do you have to sell? 180 arrows. I spent a good chunk of change on trying to stock Raven up here. Pretty sure also, I don't think I did it off screen, but I equipped that one bow we had identified that could cast harm. I equipped it on her. And I'm pretty sure it did damage to her. So, if that thing does cast harm, it probably casts it on, at the very least, the user. It might just be completely random as to who gets hit with it. If they're on the screen, maybe they have a chance to get hit with it. Maybe it's just between the user of the bow and the enemy they shoot at. Regardless, we're not going to be doing any science to find out. We've got the mysteries of the Vendigroth Wasteland to figure out. Nothing but cactus as far as the eye can see. Well, who are you? A halfling villager. What do you want? I'm just curious what your name is. I'm Weldo Rubin, the renowned halfling adventurer. At your service, sir. Okay, and what are you doing here? Why, adventuring, of course. What better place to explore than the dreaded wastes of Vendigroth? Okay, you found anything out there? Well, yes, actually. I found a very interesting device on a foray near here. He holds up a rather small, peculiar item for us to look at. I found this in some old ruins out in the wastes. Okay. Yes. The ruins were made of a metal of a sort I've never encountered before. There was all manner of junk around, and inside them I found this device while rummaging through it. I see. Some nasty lizards also live underneath it, because they swarmed out at the noise and I had to retreat a ways. It actually doesn't sound that bad. Well, you have to expect danger in my line of work. Tell me more about your adventures. I always love to speak of my adventures. Kind of monsters? Have you seen any cities out there? Well, it's pretty empty out there actually, and I haven't been here exploring all that long. But I found this one city, way out in the wastes, surrounded by shifting sands. No roads led into or out of the place. There was no obvious entrance, so I climbed the surrounding wall. From that vantage, I could see the whole place. Was anyone living there? Yeah, actually. There were a lot of people inside. Lots of different races. Everyone was wearing robes and acting all very polite. Did you go inside at all? No. I climbed back down and left. Bigger folk have their own ways, and I won't be disturbing them. I could have him possibly join me. Or could you mark that on my map? I will mark it on your map if you bring me a part for the device I showed you. I think I need a little metal sprocket that fell off near the wreckage. Okay. Of course, there's never anything for free. The Vendigroth Wastes. An entirely metallic bridge. As a dwarf, I'm already liking what I see, and possibly... Nah, surely that wouldn't be a metal road, would it? We've got the mysterious ruins of the wastes. I could most likely stumble around and hope to just find that city, but I think I'll avoid that. Lizards, Level 7 wizards. Raven, let's see what you're made of right now. If I feel like leaving any for you. I think that's something outlined right there. Critical hit. Virgil, this is your first real-time scene combat, isn't it? At least since I've recovered you. Wait! Leave it for Virgil. We need to see him spill some blood. Make sure he hasn't gone completely soft from his time in the mines. And apparently that's not like a green outline of anything. Okay. I'm just seeing things, apparently. Gotta be something for me to loot around here. What are you? Thought it might have been a flute. I think that's one thing that this game is missing. Is bards with instruments. Magical flutes and banjos and stuff. I don't see anything on the map out here. Sprocket? Did you say it was next to a big machine? Sprocket? Raven, you're supposed... Oh, wait. A junk pile. I was gonna say, Raven, you're supposed to have a good eye for this stuff. This old sprocket looks ancient. There is an imprint, mostly rubbed off. The only 5 letters we can read say Groth. 75 bullets. I think we'll leave it. I'm also pretty sure that's the second one of those that I've got. We recovered one whenever I had to cheat on the Isle of Despair. And look at Shade's Beach. I have the part you wanted. That's great. Give it to me and I'll mark your map. Here it is. Goodbye. Let's save it. I don't entirely trust that this town is going to be entirely friendly with me. They might be. Let's rest until healed too. Maybe we won't be ambushed here since we're with another adventurer. But actually, possibly considered it a safe spot. Tula. A mysterious city of mages deep in the Vendigroth Wastes. Is that right? I believe we only heard a faint whisper about this town forming after the Age of Legends. Or something like that. Oh man, I haven't seen you guys in forever. It's like a family reunion from my time spent wandering the desert for 40 days and 40 nights. Poor Virgil. He's never gonna get to spill any blood. Your existence once again is going to be relegated to being a backup healer, I think. Simply for Raven. Oh man. Probably one of the, I think, main drawbacks to the companion system in this game. If you don't get your companions early, you can just forget it. 11,000 to go. 36 and 15. Neither of them even close to capping out at 50. Okay. A dread spider. I want to fight some more crystalline spiders. Crystalline spiders. Like we fought down in the Dwarven Mines. Those things did put up a little bit of a challenge, if I'm not mistaken. Plink. We must move, like, at lightning speed compared to Virgil. Poor guy. An elf guard, level 50. Greetings, traveler. What is this place? He looks us over for a moment before responding. Ah, it is you. Jorian told us to be expecting you. You may enter. Thank you, but who is Jorian and what is this place? Jorian the Diviner. He is inside, waiting for you. And to this place is Tula. Fine, I didn't want to read what you had to say anyways, buddy. Level 20 Guardians. What an interesting city. Who are you? Tula, student of something. Things aren't going to attack me for, like, magically held, for, like, just walking into these places, are you? A fire elemental. They're warning me not to fuck around. Apparently I cannot go through that. That is lit up now. Oh my god, is this town gonna be filled with puzzles? Am I gonna have to light these up in the right order? Or face the divine wrath of some angry god? So stepping on one turns another one off. I hate these types of puzzles. Can I step on these and light them up? What if I go step on this one again? I'm kind of assuming it's just these three right here. And then stepping on this one turns that one off. I need to find the one that turns this one off. Maybe it's one of you up here. Student of Magic, student of Magic. What are you doing? Welcome. We are honored to have the Pure of Heart visit us here in Tula. Is that right? Okay. I think having a larger field of view probably helps. So, question is, if I turn this one on, we know it doesn't turn this one on. Let's step on this. Having the higher resolution definitely helps. We'll step on... Both of those are still lit. Step on you. Okay. That turned that one off. Okay. I'm going to make an ass out of myself here, aren't I? Is there one I'm missing somewhere? Because which one turns this one off? If that's even possible. So, I don't think there probably is, and I'm just not seeing it. I'm not entirely sure there is a specific order I can step on these ones and have them all lit up. I feel like the closest I got... Yeah, that turns that one off, and then stepping turns that one off, and then stepping... I had all of them lit up but one earlier, and stepping on the last one didn't actually do anything. Maybe I will find a map somewhere, or maybe, what's this one? Oh my god. I honestly feel like maybe I'm just wasting my time with this. Maybe they just put these things here to fuck with people. See what they can get them preoccupied doing until they go mad. What do we have going on here? Let me actually save it. I have a bad feeling about some of this. Well, that's neat looking, but ultimately amounts to nothing. An even taller second story. Hello, human wizard, level 50. Who are you? The old wizened figure doesn't react to our approach. We cannot be certain he's even seen us. Excuse me, despite the fact he turned to look at us. Ah, it is the Wanderer. You are here to speak with Simeon Tor. I am? A wry smile crosses his face. He continues as if we had not spoken. Before you may see him, you must do something for me first. Oh, come on. Everybody wants something even here. Look. He already knows all this shit. I'm sure that he already knows the fate of Arcanum hangs in the balance. I am in Tula, for crying out loud. So, I'm looking for extremely important information. That may be. Okay, I'm not telling you anything about Nazrudin. I assume you would know that Nazrudin is alive, but tell me what I need to do. Go and gaze upon the mural in the main hall. It is near a glowing circle on the floor. I am certain you must have passed it on your way in here. And then you may enter to see Simeon Tor. Okay. I'm curious now. That's the mural. The Mural of Enlightenment. Are these the order that I have to step on them in? I'm going to take a screenshot of this and probably post it in a GIF file for me to look at. It's got more symbols around. It's got 4 symbols around each of them. I'm not sure if any of the symbols actually repeat. It doesn't look like it. And then one in the center. Question is, which order do you take these in, or it's gotta matter. As I stroke my beard, I will think about that. Let's see what he has to say, because I don't particularly feel enlightened right now. Sir, I got very little from that mural. You have seen the mural. You may now enter to speak with them, Simeon Tor. I'm not gonna ask him. Forget it. Well, this place is fancy. You see what appears to be a view of Caledon. You see what appears to be a view of the Ring of Brodgar. Blackroot, Tarrant, Ashbury, and Stillwater are all represented here through portals. Are you a voyeur, Simeon Tor?
You've come seeking information?
Yes, actually. Nazrudin has sent me to find the location of the Vendigoth ruins. I'm sure you know why.
You are a practitioner of technology.
Yeah. No duh. How does that matter?
And you claim you have seen Nazrudin? I am meant to believe that not only is he still alive, he would use a technologist as his emissary?
As a matter of fact, yeah, I do. And here's why.
And he told you to find Vendigroth? Your story rings true, despite its implausibility. I do not have the information you seek, regardless.
Okay, so if you can't, then who can?
Pelosium. Pelosium is the only one who can answer that question for you.
And where can I speak with Pelosian?
How?
Great.
How is the question, not where. Pelosium is dead. Has been for 1,000 years.
Well, I don't look like a necromancer, do I? So how am I supposed to speak with him? You want me to just reach across the void myself?
No one knows. Since his death, he has appeared above Pelosium's pool every night at midnight. He floats there for an hour and then fades away. No one has ever been able to coax him to speak. You must find a way to bring his voice forth.
You don't say. Who is this Pelosian fellow?
Pelosium.
I'm sorry.
Clairvoyant artist, poet, founder of Tula, and above all, master of summoning. Hearing tales of him in my youth is what led me to summoning, actually.
Okay. And he was clairvoyant, huh?
Yes, that is why I believe that. Even had he not seen the ruins that you seek with his own eyes, he will be able to give you the answers that you seek. It is believed that his writings and his paintings foretold future events. In fact, much of what he has prophesied has come to pass.
And what things has he foretold? Because I've never heard of him.
He saw many things, things that most refused to believe.
How does this even make sense? Wow, that's impressive. Are you being sarcastic, Krugmar? I can't understand the disbelief. You've told me such amazing stories.
I appreciate your humor, but all I can tell you is that things are the way they need to be.
Okay, what can you tell me about his art?
He was an artist of great talent. His paintings are said to help those who meditate on them become closer to achieving oneness. His best work, in my opinion, is the aptly named Mural of Enlightenment.
Yeah, your friend Jorian actually sent me to see that before I could come in here.
Really? That's interesting.
So what is the mural meant to represent? No one knows really. The largest symbol is thought to possibly represent a lost college of magic, but no one can say for sure. Okay, what about his poetry?
His poetry was a bit overwhelming for most, much less lyrical than his paintings. The poems seem to reveal his inner self in a way few could understand. We don't know his poetry firsthand. Sadly enough, his works have been lost to us. All we have are others' writings about it.
I see, so the answer I'm looking for might be in his lost poetry that no one has been able to find.
Perhaps.
Wonderful. I'm gonna need some sort of clue to go on, though. Where do I start looking?
That is not the way this works. The path is yours to tread, no one else's.
Are you serious? Why should I not be surprised? Are you an elf? I don't think you are. You might be a human. You said he was the founder of Tula, right?
Pelosian was born to great wealth, but his spirit was that of a wandering mystic. It would not allow him to live a life of leisure. When in his travels he found only arrogance, greed, and the thirst for power among the sorcerers of his day, it troubled his soul greatly. He wandered out into the wasteland, and it was here that he found what he was looking for.
And what exactly was he looking for? This place couldn't... has it always been a wasteland? It says he wandered out into the wasteland, so...
Clarity. A singular consciousness. A place he could start a new philosophy of magic. He gathered young, promising disciples around him and created this marvelous place, a beacon to all those that would pursue the ways of magic with a pure heart.
That is fascinating and everything, but I don't exactly deal with magic, so what am I to do now?
Only you can determine that.
I see. I need to ask some more questions.
What questions do you have for me?
What are these windows? Why are you spying on the boats in Blackroot?
These? No. They are portals to other places, an indulgence. But I find it soothing to gaze through them.
So, can they be used to get to those places?
Of course.
Can I use them?
I am afraid not. Someone of your technological aptitude would disrupt the flow of magics involved. It would be deadly, at best.
Well, I suppose that's that.
What questions do you have for me?
I guess I'll be leaving.
You must find your own way.
Yes. And I'm guessing that the Mural of Enlightenment is going to be my own way somehow. But before that, I'm going to jump through a portal! I said, I'm going to jump through a portal! Really? Game, you told me it would be deadly. I was expecting a blast. Like a nuclear bomb to go off or something and rip Tula apart. disintegrate me into a million billion little particles. I don't even get that. Damn it. It's like a don't cross the streams moment where it doesn't really matter if you cross the streams or not. Hello, sir. This is interesting. This all seems rather personal. So what are you the master of, mage? I am Ciela, mistress of temporal magic. Okay, how do you feel about technology? Technology? It is an insignificant movement among the lesser races. I have seen nothing from these technologists that would even begin to compete with my abilities. It is nothing more than a passing fancy. An interesting opinion, thank you. I don't really care to hear about this. This place is not going to be for my character. I don't want to do magic stuff or learn about magics. Does anybody have something they want me to go punch in the mouth? I can do that. What are you the master of, mage? I am Mr. Liam Raymond, master of meta. Oh, really? Do you feel threatened by the advancement of technology? Threatened? At times, perhaps. All things have a time, Krugmar. I believe the time of magic is drawing to a close, and the time of technology is newly beginning. It saddens me, but I would not change the natural order of things, even if I could. It is surprising to hear such an honest opinion, actually. No thank you. So, each of these people are going to be a master of one of the schools of magic. I'm going to guess, Where is it? Where's the incredibly in-depth magic one? Yeah, so each of these icons that I now see are represented out there are one of the schools of magic. Fucking mages, man. Phantasm, Force, Summoning. Yep, all of these symbols are on that picture I'm going to look at as soon as I end this video. The Mural of Enlightenment. That's each school of magic. 16 schools of magic. Well, I think this is as good a time as any to end the video. I've got to find my own way. Whenever we come back, we will do some more Dance Dance Revolution, I guess, out here. I still don't recognize any of these symbols. Actually, yeah, I do now. I recognize the squiggly ones for sure. So we have to find the correct order of the schools to step on. That maybe will do something here, force me to light up the inner ones. This was one of the big symbols. So I would light up these four, and then this was the big final one, perhaps, that would light up, do something with Pelagian's pool there. I need to run around and even find where all of these are at. So you two turn each other off. That's brilliant. That's great. That's grand. It's wonderful. Which means I would have to find another one to step on that would turn one of those on or off. Oh, there's even more symbols down here. Okay. Oh my god, even more symbols. There's symbols everywhere. Am I supposed to actually remember and figure this out? Can't turn you off. I would have to go find one in another corner of the map that was capable of that trickery. What are you guys doing? Tula, student of magic, level 19, 13. So far, except for the level 50s, I'm not really terrified of anybody in this town. Somebody standing on their bed is kind of creepy, but I don't think she's a witch. Whenever we come back, I'm going to mess with this a little bit more. I'm probably going to take a look at it off screen, see what I can figure out, see what I can match up with those pictures. It looks like each of these doors, so each of these doors has one of those big symbols on them too. And we're surrounded by 4 smaller ones. Maybe if I light up the 4 smaller ones around each of these big symbols, one of these doors will open. And inside the doors, maybe I'll find a switch that turns these on, and then I've got to finagle with those. Oh boy, I cannot wait.